Hello everyone, I'm here to do the soulmate reading for the weekend. And there's a few things here in play that are probably going to cause like a little bit of stress. There's a lot of things going on. Keep in mind please that this is very general and not all relationships are going through battles with the devil energy, which it's not evil. It's more like there's a lot of people are afraid of this card. This has to do with temptation. It also has to do with negativity, has to do with release. And what's not to be afraid of this situation is there's a lot of healing. There's attachments that need to be healed. And a lot of soulmates, a lot of people are afraid to reach out and heal those triggers, which causes more triggers, which causes more heartache, which causes more frustration with soulmate relationships. And please, again, keep in mind, this is strictly a general reading, so I need for you to take what resonates, because not all relationships are going through frustration and temptation and arguments and what have you, okay? There are some relationships that are new and existent that are actually feeling this devil could be a little bit of desire to be alone. That's the temptation part. Or it could actually be that there's like just frustration from small bits of wanting to move on or wanting to move on from the situation, or communication issues. We are in Mercury retrograde until June 22nd. So there's going to be some communication issues. Not all of it is going to be horrible, but it is detrimental to your relationship for you to not let these issues be triggers of anger issues, okay? Because Mercury retrograde, especially for new relationships, you're going to have miscommunication. There might be some words that are said that are really not meant in a way that they're being said. That's why in the last reading I made sure to say that you need to pay attention to the emotion, not the words, okay? Because again, the devil is showing up here as pay attention to the words. The words aren't what's important, okay? The negativity wants you to pay attention to the words, okay? Because the negativity has to do with ego. Your heart and your spirit and your higher self wants you to pay attention to the emotion. Because the emotional energy with your partner, new or existent, especially new relationship, the emotions are going to show you what's going on. Because the triggers want you to heal them and to reflect on them and to focus on things that can help to resort to happiness and playfulness and connections, rather than, oh, well, he's not talking to me, he's not texting me, he's not calling me, he doesn't want to be with me. That's what the ego wants you to think. But your heart knows that there's just a lot of things that are happening, okay? So I really need for you to take what resonates. I do, however, do private paid client readings for soulmates. Okay? So there's give and take in this reading. Some of you may be going through some issues with thoughts and emotions. Where can you connect with your partner? What do you have to do to get their attention? There's too much going on with the emotional mind here. For new relationships, I really do see that you have to really release your anxiety. This little girl, I'm looking at her expression. She's got a lot of triggers going on there in her mind. Like there's too much struggle, frustration. So for new existed relationships this weekend, you might be wanting to say something. You might be wanting to be more romantic and your partner is just not wanting that. Or that could easily be you too. This Seven of Cups is showing also that there's a lot of things manifesting that haven't shown up yet. And you really need to focus on the power of connection, the power of strong bonds. Because I do feel like with new and existing relationships that really there's more going on underneath the layers than you're seeing, and that's why a lot of these triggers are causing you to be frustrated. I'm looking also at these faces that are in the car in the background. There's a lot of attitude there. But there's also a lot of visual things that are also going on if you pay attention again to expression, body language, emotions. There's a lot of emotional energies in the way these fairies are looking. You know, there's some of them have grimaces, others have a big smile on their face. The others are not sure what to think. So there's a lot of feeling going on and a lot of emotional connections. I also feel like maybe this new moon, this solar eclipse we just had last night, a lot of that is causing irritation. I'm hearing the word boundaries, so you really need to pay attention to boundaries and not be so judgmental, because there's a lot of judgment. This girl has so much judgment. She feels anger. One minute she feels like she's frustrated because she can't connect. She can't get what she wants. So you need to step back from that and just let everything fall into place, okay? Because this weekend is going to be a little bit of thought control, a little bit of emotional needs. Also, I'm getting, because this is a little girl, some of you need to focus on your inner child. And not necessarily, you might not even have any inner child issues. For some of you, I feel like that's been healed. That's been worked through so many times that you don't really have any more inner child issues. So this could be, for some of you, it could be the need to go out and have fun, play. Why don't you create some artwork like a little child would do, like finger painting or draw your hand or something? But I'm also seeing and hearing a lot of reflective words and a lot of reflective scenarios going on. So you need to really pay attention. And because this is an emotion card, this is a cup card, maybe spend some time near water. Take a sea salt bath or have like a shower, meditation, do something like that. I'm hearing the word intermittent, so there's a lot of things that are coming through that are really trying to connect the dots. And I hate to use the word trying because that means that there's a lot of force. But when I say trying, I mean like there are things that are flowing, okay? So don't be so afraid this weekend. Others of you who haven't worked on your inner child, I really suggest that you focus on things from your childhood. And I'm not talking parents here. I'm talking about the way you connected with people, with other kids. This could also be teenage hurt. Could be some things that still, maybe abandonment. Like there are times that you wanted to be with your exes when you were teenage years. I'm also feeling almost like 18. So some of you may have inner child, inner teenage years that really need to be healed. Meditate. You need to focus on meditation. Also do a lot of heart clearing this weekend. Again, this is a water card because it's a cup card. So go near water and really clear your mind. And I really feel like that action will help you to reflect and allow yourself to have fun. Spend time near kids even. Some of you may have kids. So spend time with your kids and let their wisdom. When kids are young, they don't have any fears. You know, they jump off of swings. They play with frogs. They play with insects. They do things that they don't even have to worry about. So spend some time near kids. Really have fun. Reflect on things that make you happy. Don't get all aggravated here, like this look on this girl's face. The union energy, this 9 of Wands, there's some strength coming in. If you look at this little kid's legs, legs, he's got branches on them. So it's almost like, you know, like trees, branches. Also, it's about healing. It's about healing and playing, focusing. Because the more you do with inner healing, the more you do with talking and communicating with your partner, the more it's going to bring in more strength and less stress. Because this 9 of Wands also has to do with working through conflicts, working through the details. It's all about having that ability to use your mind and take action. The water is releasing emotion. The wands are taking action and using your strength to break through. There's clarity. So focus on that clarity. Your new existed partners this weekend, the union energy is vying for time. Spending quality time with your partner, laughing and just working through whatever issues you've been going throughout Mercury retrograde, because we are still in Mercury retrograde, as I said. So there's going to be challenges during Mercury retrograde, and one of them is communication, especially this one because it's in Gemini, which is a sign that is the planet Mercury. Mercury planet equals Gemini. Gemini equals Mercury. Mercury, communication, okay? So you're dealing with conflicts, yes, but this 9 of Wands pushes through it and analyzes and focuses on the need to really work through the issues that are going on. It's a defense. It's using your defense and claiming your power. So you really need to focus on claiming your power with your partner. Now, new relationships, I understand that some of you may be going through some tough times because of Mercury retrograde, but there might be some feeling of reaching out to each other. Some of you may be with your partner this weekend. Some of you may be barely hearing from them, but don't take it to heart, because if you do, it's only going to cause even more strenuous activity than what you really truly need to focus on. Really, this weekend you need to focus on bonding, even if it's a little tiny bit of communication here, or you're going out on a date here, or you spend like maybe 5 to 10 minutes with your partner. Relish in that area, in that energy, and just accept what you can have with your new partner. I feel like towards the end of Mercury, we have 13 days left. Towards the end of Mercury retrograde, you're going to find more balance. Mercury is going to be going into post-shadow on the 22nd until July 7th. So throughout, I'm feeling like around the 19th all the way to like July 5th, like after the direct, and it heads into post-shadow. It feels like on July 5th, something is going to finally fall into place. Okay, so you need to not be so rocky this weekend. Find your comfort zone together and really work with that. Because the devil, as I said, is behind the scenes of this. And that's triggers. Try not to be so jealous. I'm hearing some of you may be jealous because your partner may be spending more time with their friends, or you feel like maybe your partner has female friends and you feel like you're threatened there. You don't need to be threatened, first of all, because your partner loves you. I don't feel like there's any kind of negativity with the fact that their feelings. I feel like it's you need to get out of your jealousy issues. Others of you, this devil is signaling for you to really step back. Be careful with this because it's going to cause triggers. It's going to cause heaviness. I'm feeling a heavy heart. So you need to break away from that. Otherwise, it's going to cause you even more anger. And that's especially for new relationships. For existed relationships, I feel like there's a little bit of frustration that's lingering in the past few weeks. But there's going to be some hope coming in. Talk. You guys really need to talk. Because if you don't, then there's going to be even heavier triggers. Okay? There's fire here. So things are starting to burn off. That also has to do with, I feel, healing coming in from the inner child and the Nine of Wands, really focusing on a direction of stronger patterns. And the focus for this weekend is the Page of Pentacles, which is a very auspicious card, I have to say. The Page of Pentacles is an auspicious energy. And because of that, it's going to help you to focus on things that are more positive. And it also is going to fight this devil energy, this triggers that you're going through. I really also feel like this Page of Pentacles is going to help you and your partner find answers to the challenges that are going through your issues with your relationship. I mean, because the devil with the Seven of Cups is how much stress can you have? The Nine of Wands with the devil, I feel like the Nine of Wands is like, I don't think so, not today. You're not going to mess with me. So there's a lot of strength fighting this with the devil and the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, excuse me, there's going to be a lot of energies going in and out. So really focus on how you want to heal your relationship. I'm drawn to this deer. The deer is all peace, all about peace, and there's also a butterfly flying right up to the deer's nose. The butterfly is all about transformation, new beginnings. So there are challenges this weekend, but you don't have to make it a heavy challenge if you choose not to. Okay? So I'm feeling like you can work with these energies. Just try not to focus. Do not focus on the heaviness that the devil wants you to deal with, okay? You don't need it, so don't put yourself in that situation. All right, so these are the energies for the weekend. And just go with the flow, have fun, talk to your partner, and don't worry about the scenarios that your ego and the ego is playing in your head. There's really nothing here that you really need to focus on. Again, this is a general reading, so if you want to look into your own personal relationship, you can reach me at Angels Whispers 1122 at gmail.com, or if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you can DM me there, and I'll be glad to look into what your relationship energies are. I'll be happy to look at what your focus needs to be so you can move forward and have a stronger relationship, okay? Subscribe if you haven't yet done so, and press that bell because then you'll get automatic updates when I upload, okay? I really would appreciate if you would like my videos, share, and leave comments because I like the interactions. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.